Shalom, shalom, everyone. Good morning, and I welcome you back to our series of Living the Upanishads as it is. And we are continuing with the Isha Upanishad again. And I would like to welcome Dr. Rajesh Savera, who is already here with us in studio. Welcome, Rajesh sir.
Yeah, thank you, Dhruv.
Yeah, thank you for joining in again. And as we are doing it, living it as it is, and Upanishads are about self. So it becomes interesting that some text was there in India because we believe India was had a philosophy about others, living for others. But this is saying for you, forget now others, also do it for yourself. So maybe that also we cover up a little, and then we'll just go through our verses of what we did. But before I want to know about this, that what is this living for yourself? Why are Upanishads like this?
You see, it's like if you want to know a house, you should know what bricks make it, right? And if you want to know the ultimate Paramatma, then you need to know the Atma. You need to know the self to know the universal self, right? So at the end, it's only through us that we can know everything. And so how can you ignore yourself? And the Upanishad says that you matter because you're the matter. And that's why knowing yourself is the key for your liberation.
Yeah, it's like you matter.
You're the matter.
You are the matter. So, because I think now when we know that we are the matter, let's then resolve our matters with this studying of the Upanishad.
So we are doing which Upanishad
Isha
now?
Upanishads. So we are continuing with that. We did
Let's
6
do a
verses.
quick revision also, Dhruv. Yeah.
So we start with the invocation.
Yeah. You need to always start an Upanishad with an invocation.
Which is Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishashyate.
Yeah.
So
you can read the translation also.
Yes. The whole Brahman is all that is invisible. The whole Brahman is all that is visible. The whole Hiranyagarbha was born out of the whole. When the whole universe is observed into the whole Brahman, the whole alone remains.
Yes. Means it's like the ice is also water and the water is also water. When the ice melts, it still remains in the water. Right? So until nothing is lost, nothing is there. So this is what manifestation is, and the unmanifested material that manifests everything is. So when you will see the world like that, that things manifest because of conditions and they dissolve because of conditions. But nothing is lost, nothing is gained. Everything is in constant. And that constant flux that keeps everything within its sphere is what the ultimate Brahman is. And Isha Upanishad is again talking about that everything is complete. While we are the school, we talk about Shunya, that there is nothing, okay, that nothing and everything is one and the same. There is no two, right?
Yeah, like you always give an example of the mind.
Yeah.
It is a container which is actually limitless and infinite, but depending on the object. Otherwise, there is nothing. So, and we are the school of Shunya, but in a way that we don't fix anything, right? Is because people misunderstand nothing means they know nothing.
You need to understand, coin have two sides, right? The side one is nothing, the other side is everything. Okay, so when we say Shunya, we also mean Purna. And Purna and Shunya, they are not too different. That is why when I say Purna means everything is full. Okay, there is no space for anything else. And I'm saying everything is empty. There is no space for anything to be. They both mean the same. One is seeing it as in a very affirmative way as complete. The other is seeing as in a very negative way as incomplete, completely empty. So both mean the same technically, right? One says there is no space. The other says that everything is space. So when you look at things, you have to use it relatively. So Purna means there is not a single place where it is not there. It is everywhere. And Isha Upanishad is basically getting our attention to that everything is covered by Isha, the Lord, right? And that is why there is nothing that is not in its purview or not in its touch. So hence, everything has to be respected. Not only beings, everything that you engage with, everything that you are associated with, everything has made you. And you are also making everything. And hence, both of them matter.
Yes. Yeah. And now you said that both of them matter, you explained very nicely also, but if I have to look it in an example of it, in a perspective of it, how does this matter to the self, like in the relation to the self? in a day-to-day life? Like, how can I use this? Because the meaning is understood, but always an instructor or some like story which I can apply also can be very helpful for the audience as well.
Yeah, here again, you should go walk to what Buddha said, non-self. That do not see yourself separate, because there is nothing separate. Everything is interconnected. I cannot say that the leaf is separate from the tree. The leaf and the tree are one and the same, right? So when I see that relationship, I know the tree is complete, because those separate leaves also make the tree complete. But now when you look at yourself and you think that, oh, you are separate from everybody else and you want to do something alone, it's not going to be possible. According to the law of Pratitya Samutpad, saying that everything is dependent and every origination is dependent origination, that means that any creation is dependent on something else. That means whatever you're going to create in your life, whatever you're going to do in your life, it will always be dependent on many factors. And the best way to get that thing done is work on the factors, because that's the only control you have. So factors are very, very important. People miss out the factors and they want to work on the result. And Krishna again reminds us in the Bhagavad Gita that don't worry on the result. You work on the factor. What is your factor right now is to fight Arjuna. You fight. Don't talk about the result, whether it is right or wrong and good or bad. You do your duty. So when we create conditions, the result is an outcome of the created conditions. And that is why knowing the self is the most important part, because that's the only thing that you are. And that's the only thing that matters. And that's the only thing that you can do.
How can a student know himself?
He can know himself, because if he realizes that he is a student first, the realization that he is a student. Second, he's come here in college to study. Okay, that is his now moral responsibility. He has to acquire knowledge from the teacher who's teaching. Respect the teacher, the teacher's time. Don't bunk colleges. Don't miss out on your assignments, all those things. Then with discipline, with complete dedication, with complete submission, he appears for the exams. And the exams will judge him whether he has done what was supposed to be done of a student. If he has fared well, he is doing good. If he is not faring well, there is a lot of space for him to work on.
Yeah.
And then that means that if he wants to be a student that then later becomes a great teacher, he has to qualify to be one of the best students. Only then can he qualify in future to become one of the best teachers. And when the best teachers will produce the best students, and the best students will produce the best teachers, I think the society will be the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we continue with the reading of just breezing through these. The first verse was all this whatsoever moves in this universe, in bracket, and those who that move not, is covered, indwelt and pervaded or enveloped or clothed by the Lord. That renounced enjoy. Do not covet anybody's wealth, or do not covet for whose is wealth. So this was the first verse.
Yes.
Then second one was, should one wish to live 100 years on this earth, he should live doing karma. While thus as man you live, there is no other way than this by which karma will not cling to you. Third one was, those birds partake of the nature of the asuras and are enveloped in blind darkness. After leaving the body, they who kill their Atman attain them. Fourth verse, it is motionless one, faster than mind, and the devas, senses, could not overtake it, which ran before. Sitting, it goes faster than those who run after it. By it, the all-pervading air, Sutratman, supports the activity of all living beings. Fifth verse, it moves, it is motionless. It is distant, it is near. It is within all. It is without all this. Sixth verse, who sees everything in his Atman and his Atman in everything, by that he feels no revulsion. So these were the verses we did last time. Now continuing with the seventh verse, it goes like, when to the knower all bhutas become one with his own Atman, what perplexity, what grief is there when he sees this oneness?
Beautiful. You see, when you are made with the parts, okay, and the whole sees no difference of itself from the parts, that itself is like a state where there is no more confusion left, no more duality left, because there is no two. all the parts. Means now imagine a chariot. When the chariot understands that it exists because all the parts that make the chariot have made it. And hence, when the knower, means the one who has to know, the chariot, if he gets to know, all the bhutas, the parts, become one with his own. That different thing that the chariot has become is because of the parts, the bhutas, So we call in Vedic terms the Pancha Mahabhutas, they make your body, right? The Prithvi, Aap, Tej, Vayu, Akash. And they come based on conditional manifestation, they take this body of yours. And now when you realize this so-called self is nothing but an accumulated part of all these bhutas and they are no separate from me, they are me only. Then what happens? What perplexity, what grief is there when he sees this oneness? Then why will he even worry over something? Because he knows that this is all made of these parts and I am no separate from these parts and I need not worry at all. At the end, I am an outcome of things. And when the things are going to remain as it is, because they don't perish, only conditions perish. Things remain, right? Like a child playing with Legos. He can make a nice doll, or he can make a nice house or something with the Lego particle. When he knows that these are my Legos, right? It is all these shapes that I make, they get destroyed, but my Legos don't get destroyed. I can keep on making different based on my conditioning, my ideas, my concepts. So my thing doesn't ever go. It is one and the same. So my shapes I made, first I made a house, then I made a boat, then I made a car, then I made all those things. They were made, they were destroyed. But my Legos remained always with me.
What is Legos in real life?
Your Pancha Mahabhutas, the Mahabhutas, the 5 elements that make you, today they have been accumulated because of certain reasons and they have made you. Right? So, based on conditions, they will again separate. So, birth and death are just part of conditional manifestation. So, where are you holding yourself as something different from this? You're just an expression of a condition which will last till the conditions last, right? Till your body can hold you in that shape, you will last. After that, the only thing that is there is you're going to disintegrate. That is why in Ayurveda we define the body as sharir. Means shiryate ite sharire. Means har pal, every minute. Ksharan means which is disintegrating every minute.
Is this what the definition is?
That's the meaning of the sharir.
What is it?
Shiryate iti sharire.
Means every
minute there is ksharan that is happening. That means it is breaking down every minute.
They placed it like this. If somebody would have told me about the body, it is beautiful.
Because we think
it is permanent. It is not going.
We think that this body will last.
Yes.
No, that's the last thing you should be thinking. This body is disintegrating with every breath. You see, when we breathe in oxygen, the whole process of oxygen breathing is oxidation. Oxidation means the iron is already going to rust, right? That means one day the strong iron is going to be weak and become powder again. So we are oxidizing with every breath. We are just disintegrating.
Yes.
So value that oneness, that all these things are not separate. This self is bigger than this body. This self is much bigger than what I think.
Is that the way we should think?
Yeah,
like
so here that's why he's saying.
This self, otherwise you would think that, this is going to disintegrate.
No, you should not. So, when to the knower, all bhutas become one with his own Atman. He knows that all these bhutas are no separate than me that I called myself. Okay?
All this
all these bhutas.
What bhutas?
Bhutas, the Pancha Mahabhutas.
But these are going to disintegrate.
But they are you, na?
They are me.
Exactly. So your Lego that made the ship, if it disintegrated, one is lying here, one is lying there, it's still yours, na? That is you.
I'm still thinking in the you can say the window of life and death. This life.
So when you lock yourself in only a physical form, if you lock yourself only in a particular name, then name and form will keep you locked. But you're beyond name and form, aren't you?
Okay.
Today, like for example, Dhruv is there because Dhruv knows Dhruv because everybody told he is Dhruv.
Yes.
And he's been reported to be Dhruv. You've been registered as Dhruv. But Dhruv goes through some unfortunate event and he loses his memory. And somebody calls him Dhruv and you'll say, who Dhruv?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not you, right?
Yes.
You'll say, no, but we tell you, it's you. You say, what you? I don't know this Dhruv. What are you talking about? Where is that Dhruv? That was just a memory construct, a conditional manifestation of you as a name because somebody programmed you to believe that you're Dhruv. Right? Same is because you see your picture, your face like that. But imagine you go through something and you unfortunately have to go through plastic surgery and have a knee face. And then you say, no, this is not me. I was different. Who's this guy? I don't believe this is me.
For sure.
Why? Because even form is not you.
Yes.
So neither name and neither
Neither
form
form.
is you. Then what is holding you? Then get beyond that to understand the elements that make you is you.
Okay.
And these are the bhutas, the mahabhutas. And because if you realize...
So all bhutas are me only then.
Absolutely. Every raindrop, when it realizes it is just a representation of the sea that allowed it to
But
just...
it seems different as well, right?
Of course, it is going to be different to seem it like that. But since you see it different, you suffer. But if you see the oneness of it, that's what it is saying. What perplexity.
But you cannot manage the self. How do you manage the other self?
You don't have to. It's like when you have to run the horses. Do you need to actually run the horses?
Or the horses run themselves?
No, you need to have the rein in your hand and the
Yeah.
horses run.
Yeah.
So with a little tug, the
Yeah.
horse can increase his speed. With a little tug, you can stop
Yeah.
them. What is that little rein doing? It's your control. That's the self. That's the self that can even get the horses to stop and the
And
horses
to
to run.
run.
See, so this self, don't ignore it. This is the key. For the
Exactly.
big lock.
Yes.
You see, you can have the biggest lock and the smallest
Smallest key.
Right or wrong? This self is the smallest key for you to unlock the biggest mystery of this world.
This is what they're giving here in
So
the
here it
Upanishads.
is saying, when you will realize and become one with his own Atman,
Yes.
means the own self,
Yes.
what perplexity, what is there? There is nothing left. What grief, what confusion, what grief, what sorrow. Nothing is getting destroyed because this is also me, this is also me.
Yeah.
Like if you have somebody takes a glass of water. Again, I go back to my most common example
Water.
of ice cube.
Ice cube.
Okay. Now, ice cube melting in the water. You will not sit and cry, hey, where did my ice cube go? It was there. Where did it go? Because you know that that ice cube was just water that was freezed in a freezer and I use it to make the water cold. At the end, when I put it into the water, it is just going to melt, but I did not lose anything. Now, will you sit and cry over the ice melting in the water? No, because you know it. When the knower knows that the bhuta, the Jala Mahabhuta, was just modified into that Prithvi Mahabhuta of taking that shape of hardness into a particular form, but when it goes back to its natural form of fluidity, we do not moan, we do not get confused, we do not cry, we see the oneness in it. You see, we don't see the ice and the water to separate. We just see the conditions that have. So this life, Dhruv, has been given to you because you were conditioned to receive it that way. That means the next life will be conditioned again. So what are you conditioning yourself? So here it is trying to tell you that there is an opportunity in the self. That so-called opportunity that you have is the window for you to create a better version for yourself. A student, when it goes to school, attends classes, gives his 100%, passes all the exams, is he bettering himself or no?
Yes.
That means his self is magnified to become a doctor in future,
Yes.
lifesaver somebody, something great. That little boy that went to school, did his little job, later on went to change the whole world. You see, so that never underestimate the self. The self is that transforms everything else, So understand the value of self. Never. So the Upanishads remind you that do not let go of yourself. You are full. You're not empty. You are full. There is nothing that is lacking in you. You are built with the materials that build everything else. So there is nothing that you should ever feel that you don't have. Yes, the only thing you need to do is condition yourself. So add the skills. And for that, you need to be disciplined. You need to be organized. You need to be dedicated. You need to be submissive. You need to see that even though I am a little fabric, this fabric is made with those little strands of cotton that has made it, So I realize that even though I am this little one, I can change everything around me if I want to. The choice is
Mine.
mine.
Amazing. Here, when we are studying this and these verses, then now we are able to go even beyond these imaginary, you can say, uh, we put these, you can say, like blinders,
Mm-hmm.
but we are able to pull them off. But
Yeah.
also, as well as, one is that way where you see the whole self, we are able to look at that. But now, when we realize that we are it, that whole self, how should we, and when we work, but basically that is work getting conditioned, right? And those conditions will be reflected later on. We cannot judge them now or anything. But is this also helpful for us, like only if I want to apply this only today, if I want to test this out, and how can I do it? Like, will I be able to see that result for tomorrow or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you look at the self, self is like, let's say, the self of time is what? The moment.
Hmm.
Okay, it's very small.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, a moment is a
So
small
you
thing.
have to
So
look
if
at
I
it.
have to, time is something, if it's the universal
Yeah,
existential
yeah.
thing called time,
Yeah.
if there is something,
Yeah.
then if
The
I have
self
to,
of the time
that
is
time is
moment.
Because past is so long, the future is so long. But what is now and here is that moment. Now, if I have to see through my wholeness, I live in the moment. I actually do things in the moment. Do you think doing things in the moment, not getting worried in the moment, nothing in the moment, can take you to a better future?
Yes.
Exactly. So when you put in an effort in the moment, the results are definitely going to come. So when you want to see what you have, like, whether you can transform that whole day of yours, just transform the minute of that day. You understood? And
That
keep on
is
doing
the most
that.
difficult thing, to just live in
No,
a.
to transform a minute of a day is not difficult.
No,
but to
no.
transform the day is difficult.
Yes.
But if you can transform a minute of a day, if you can transform the second of a minute, if you can transform the hour of a day, then you can transform the day.
Got
Right?
it.
And if you can transform a day, then can you transform a week? If you can
Yes.
transform a week, can you transform a
Yes,
month?
yes,
And if you can
yes.
transform a month, you can transform the year, and then so on, you can transform yourself completely. That's the power of a self transformation. So when you transform this self of yours, you are contributing into transforming the self of so many beings, okay, who are actually also interdependent on you.
Yes.
You're not separate from anything. If the law says that everything is interdependent, then you are also a part of that dependence. And you being strong means something is being held. You being weak means something is breaking. You understood? So hold on to your role. Do your duty. Make sure that you do not falter in that. And you will see that existence will hold you as you hold on to existence. It's a mutual relationship. You let it go, it lets it go. Right? A fruit doesn't hang because the tree holds it. It hangs because it holds the tree. And hence the tree holds the fruit. It's
Yes.
mutual, right?
Yes.
Always remember, when a father is taking the child to the mela, it's like a relationship. The child is scared. He holds the father's finger tight. Okay. But when he sees it's comfortable, he is losing his fingers. He just wanted to get distracted. And then the father's grip becomes strong.
Yes.
It's always mutual. So that is how your relationship with the self and the supreme self should be.
Okay. So, continuing with because I can go on just one verse.
No, one
only.
verse is also-
one. If you want, I can just go on because I am
No,
so
because
excited.
that is
about-
the beauty of
Yeah,
Upanishads.
because I was always scared and worried. Like, all these things are fine, but the biggest challenge for me is that the day I die, not die but disintegrate, and by chance if I'm popping back again, but I will lose that memory, right? Which you discussed about, that memory itself, that will go. But no. People have put it down. Upanishads are going to remain. Even though these things, now that worry goes away. Like, hey, you put me into it. Now, even tomorrow if I go, I don't worry, because lifetimes also if it will take, one day even if I open a Upanishad and if somebody is there to teach me, I am fine.
Absolutely.
I'll get back reconnected to myself. And thank you so much.
No,
for
so that
this.
is why you should value the word die.
Die.
Dye is a mold in which you prepare the next product.
Yes,
right?
yes.
So when you die, you are already molded for the next life. So make sure you die in a proper way, that what you
Yeah.
want to be. Right? So we say that your whole life is
Can
just
you
to
prove that next life exists? Like, not proof, but very.
No,
But
can I-
like, people have this, right? YOLO, you only live once. Like, this is a concept nowadays. And
yeah, people who live once, they die once. right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And they're not worried about
Yeah,
it.
that's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. If they believe that there is no life after this, it's like telling that the trees can flower, they can fruit, but there cannot be another tree like this again. Fool you are, because it's going to seed. It's going to produce seeds, and based on the conditions that the tree went, the next generation of the tree is going to be so. If we think we are just fruiting, like Alan Watt says, that this earth is peopling.
Peopling.
So we are just peopling, and we are seeding ourselves. And evolutionary wise, we have actually evolved. If there was no life after life,
Yeah.
then what is coming? If nothing is coming, then there is nothing there. So if you're saying that there is no raw material that makes material, then there is no need of the raw material. But you know that every roti needs
Atta.
the flour, right?
Flour.
And the way you're going to condition the flour, the roti is going to be there.
Yes.
So the fact is that if people believe there is no life after this, then the only thing is enjoy this life. Then do not call yourself for suffering. Then do not suffer, because you don't need to worry. There's no life after this. Then do not sit and cry. Enjoy. Enjoy to the point that do not worry, but do not disturb others, because there are people who believe there is life after this. You don't believe, you go somewhere and without disturbing anything, without disturbing anyone, you want to live your life to the fullest. You live your life to the fullest. Do not sit and cry. Such a man is a liberated man. Because for a man who doesn't know that, or who believes there is no life after this, is already immortal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that a great liberated person
Great
is there.
liberated
But
people.
if he says there is no life after this, and yet he hurries so that he wants to finish this because he thinks this is the only little life that is remaining after this, I will never get another chance. And he's struggling and impatient and just craving, and he's suffering. What a foolish thought to live with, that this is only life. But imagine you realize that the lifetimes, you will no more be in a hurry.
Yeah.
You will no more be in a haste. What you receive, you will live your life to the fullest.
Yeah, that
so
is
even if
actually
it's a
after
philosophical
reading-
thought,
but it gives
but
me,
it
gets me
gives
rid
you
of
my
the-
better life this time, at
Yes,
this very moment.
the perplexity is gone, the
exactly.
grief is gone,
Exactly.
and I am able to live worry free.
Absolutely.
And that is the best way
Yeah.
to live in. Better, much better than being hurried.
It's like, people who believe that tomorrow should be like today. It's not possible. Tomorrow will be like tomorrow.
Like tomorrow.
But how can I make my tomorrow better than today? Make today better, so that tomorrow becomes
But it's
better.
still not a guarantee, right? Tomorrow anything can happen
No, you
again.
see, your efforts today do not go waste.
Yeah.
The law says that what you do today is definitely going to be rewarding you tomorrow, or punishing you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow does come. It says it doesn't come, but it does come.
It
Tomorrow
does
is
come.
always there.
Thy kingdom comes.
Yeah. So it has to come, and that is why because a moment comes after a moment, another hour comes after another hour, a day comes after another day, a life definitely comes after another life.
Yes. Yeah, this makes sense if you look at the.
Yeah, if you want to
little-
logically use it,
Yeah,
then
because
this is how it is.
actually, if you because these things are debatable, and if there is no logic, then
Then there is nothing to talk about.
Yes.
Then do your duty best. If you don't believe there is a later life, then don't discuss anything. Just live your life. That's it. See, animals don't believe there is another life. They live like that. They enjoy this. They don't think about what is going to happen. Do you see an animal meditating, leaving, let go, nothing to do? No. They are in that phase. They believe that this is the only life they have. Then it's okay. If you want to live like that, that's also fine. That's also fine. It's your choice. But there are people who believe there is a upgrade to everything. If I am a good prisoner, in a prison, if I remain good, maybe my goodness will reduce my
sentence.
and I might be released early. There are people like that. They believe that way. Okay, but others says no. Forget it. Nothing going to happen. I want to remain a crook inside.
God.
It's your choice.
It's like the sentence which you have made up in your mind is now going to create the prison you live in.
Absolutely.
These are the words. Either you live in a by this philosophy or this. But what kind of approach you are having?
At the end, what matters is how do you experience this life?
Yeah.
If you are experiencing joy, like we say, you're seeing the reality, the truth. You're seeing,
Satchitananda.
and you're in bliss. then whatever philosophy it is, that's the only true philosophy. If it can give you this result, then everything that you did is right. But if you're still suffering, if you're still worried, if you're still crying, if you're still holding on to, and then you have a wrong philosophy. Get out of that philosophy. Upanishad says, listen, you matter. You're the only thing that matters. For you also, it should be the only thing that matters. Because existence also has popped you out because you are the thing that matters. So please understand your value. Do not degrade yourself, because degrading yourself is degrading the universe again. Live with the virtues, with the good things that have been given. You might be given good fortune. You might have been given good looks. You might have been given good skills. Make the best use of it. Not only for yourself that resides in everything around you. That oneness. And you will see that you will be more as a performer than just an individual player. Right? That is why even the examples of Buddha gives about the Shravaka. That's the one who is a listener only. The other one is the Pacheka, who is the personal doer. He's just finding it for himself. And then there comes the Bodhisattva, who decides that since I have heard it, since I have done it, now I'll share it. Right? And that is what here we are talking about. He sees the oneness, not separate. He goes out and just starts sharing with the world, because that world is his.
Amazing. So we have to move on through these stages. So these were stages, not of the same person.
Yeah.
I used, maybe we cover it up separately, because how you shared, na? First you have to listen.
Yeah.
And there in these phases you go.
These phases. See, at the end, the door entry to the whole body to get nutrition is the mouth. I cannot feed my legs differently, my hands differently, right? So at the end, to transform the world is the self.
Yes.
It's only through the self-transformation you'll be able to feed the world. Okay? So you matter. That's what we say. The Upanishads again and again stresses on the fact that you are the most important thing. And the effort that the existence has done to bring you here, please do not degrade that by degrading yourself, not doing your duty, letting go of the sitting and remorsing on one side, sitting and crying because somebody left you, sitting and crying because this happened and that happened. Get up and start working, doing your duty. Till the time you breathe, you start contributing. And I think that's a very positive and affirmative way of looking at this.
Beautiful it is, and maybe this should be brought back. The whole aspect to look at life is as a duty itself.
Absolutely.
Because it has become more of a... it doesn't have that aspect. It has all the other aspects, but this one. And this makes sense also. Duty doesn't mean that you won't enjoy. Because it is more... like people now, if you tell, they will say, we are doing our duties, man. What are you saying?
No, you see, when a child is born in a poor family, fools, they will curse that I have been born in such a family. And they curse existence. When existence shows that I need to send you into this poor family to help the family become better. You understand?
Is it so?
He's been chosen to make lives better, because that is why he realizes the family is poor.
Oh,
so now
I would
that
have
means
thought that existence chose me to be in this poor family because
not because of suffering, because
not
you're eligible to take them out of the suffering. When somebody...
Who would think like that? I would rather go, I am meant to be poor.
Upanishads make you think like that.
Oh.
Upanishads tell you that you as a self have been chosen with a bigger responsibility. Because you can see that. So sometimes life puts a challenge and you're left all alone with all the responsibilities. Trust me, you've been chosen to do that. You've been given that responsibility. Now you need to shoulder it. Now you need to take it and you have to perform. And when you do that, you get the accolades from the universe. You will receive what needs to be received. And you have done what had to be done, as the Agamas say. So, please understand, the self is the most important thing that matters. And that self is you. And hence you are it. Tattvamasi. That's you. Aham Brahmasmi. You realize it and say that I am it. And then you take it as a responsibility and do what existence wants you to do. And what it wants to do is perform. Do your duty.
How does one get that clarity of what is my duty, what is not? Because even that is much more confusing.
When to the knower, all bhutas become one with his own. Everything that is there, every condition is no separate from him. When he knows this, my family is poor and so am I. And if I don't remain poor, my family doesn't remain poor. If he knows this and he realizes his own Atman, what perplexity, what confusion. Will he be asking somebody, you do na, I am doing, why are you not doing? Will he tell his brother that you are not working? Will he go and tell his father, you have been useless? He doesn't have any questions left. He has no grief when they don't do. He just knows that I am it. I have to upgrade myself. I have to become so rich that there is no more poor person in my family. You understood? It's like, you see, when you light a fire, the wood that burns first doesn't fight with the wood that doesn't burn first. Right? The others. He says, I am great. It burns first so that it gives the others a chance to burn later on also. There might be some wet woods. They will burn later.
Oh, that is the example sense of it.
Yeah, so you should understand that if you can do something, better do it more, best. Don't have the ego, that separate self, that you are separate from that. That oneness should be there. That I am because of so many things around it. If these were not there, I would not have been there. Right or wrong?
Yes.
So you understanding the value of the self is where you will liberate yourself and everything that is attached to you. Understood?
Yes. Yeah. So we'll go to the verse 8.
Yeah.
It goes as, he pervaded all, resplendent, bodiless, scathless, having no muscle, pure, untouched by sin, far-seeing, omniscient, transcendent, self-sprung, he duly attained to the various eternal creators, their respective functions.
Now here it is talking about the all-pervaded Isha. Okay. He pervaded all. Who? That energy that drives within everything that is common. As Lao Tzu says, the Tao runs through everything. Okay. As Buddha says, the Dharma is in everything. Okay. Here it is the Isha. He pervades everything that is there. So he pervaded all. Resplendent, bodiless, scathless, having no muscles, pure, untouched by sin, means unconditioned, not having any shape, not having anything. It is the pure energy. Okay, it is not manifested yet, but it pervades everything. It is pure as pure can be. Okay, for seeing, omniscient, means it's not like limited. Okay, it's pervading everything. Transcendent, it is something that you cannot go beyond. It has already gone beyond everything. All conditional matter. Self-sprung, it doesn't need something to be conditioning its being. It is self-sprung, it is self-made, right? Duly allotted to the various external creators. Okay, their respective functions. So whoever is the creator, that means when we talk about creator, it's the conditions that create. So the conditions are the creator. Like the fridge is the creator of the ice. You understood? So fridge is a creator of ice because fridge has the ability to condition that water into ice.
Yes.
Okay. So, but the electricity that runs through that fridge is no different. It is pure.
Yeah, like the word resplendent is luster, shining brightly.
Yeah. So it means you look at the energy that drives, the Isha that drives across everything. Let's say example of electricity. So when it goes through a fridge, the creator, it cools down things. When it goes through a heater, it warms out things. It is not conditioned. It is not born from something. It was there. It is going to be there. It is just manifesting based on the creator. And if you realize this verse is trying to tell you about that energy that flows, that Isha that is there in everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Yes.
So somebody having something, you should realize this person is super duper rich, is because powerful, is more talented. Because it's not because Isha pervades it. It's because he's conditioned for Isha to manifest itself like that.
Oh.
But somebody who is poor, it's not that because in that there is some dirty energy. Because that is conditioned to be like that. You understood? Like for example, a bulb, a 100-watt bulb and a 5-watt bulb. The 100-watt bulb shines bright. and the 5 watt bulb shines less bright. Why? Is it because the electricity runs differently in both? No, because the ability to use that energy is different in both. So even though the commonality of Isha running in every being is there, based on our conditioning, based on what the Creator has created us, we are able to manifest it in that manner. But respect the common Creator between all. The electricity that runs through everyone.
So
the Isha that is
powerful,
there. Yeah.
So powerful,
Yeah.
so powerful. I mean, this is just like, this actually can make us very powerful, because now it is not about that we believe, like you gave a very beautiful example, this person is rich, and then we try to have these ideas about them. He's rich because maybe this thing, that thing, all the other things, and we are poor because this is it. We make up these ideas, but that energy or that commonality, I never even thought about that, because that is the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like
the
talking about this poor guy, this watchman has the same potential to become the CEO of the greatest, or
Yes.
CEO or the founder of the greatest company.
Based on the Creator, the conditions.
Based on the
Creator, the conditions.
condition,
Yeah.
creator and the conditions, or
The-
creator the conditions.
The conditions
are the creator. Because that is ever present, the other thing is.
Exactly. So when you look at a river, water is there. Okay. Now when somebody comes with a big container,
Yes.
takes big water.
Yes.
Somebody comes with a small container, takes
Takes
small
small
water.
water.
Depending on the watt that size
Yes,
is.
yes,
5 watt
yes.
or 100 watt, right? Now you look at a school.
Yeah.
Now we're going back to your youth
Oh, yeah.
concept. When you look at a school, there is 100 marks for each subject for you, for everybody in the class. Somebody gets it.
Somebody
Struggles to even get 20 in it. Why? Because conditions. Now, when it is available for everybody, when
yeah.
everything is full, now again,
Yes.
Purnamada, Purnamida, when everything is full, the only problem is with you not taking it as full. You come with small containers. You come with little small thoughts. You come with very, narrow-minded views. And you are the one who
Yes.
is that itself is so limited, cannot absorb the unlimited.
True.
But if it opens up, if
Yes.
it blooms, it can actually invite the whole sky into it. Right? It's us who has to be open. It's us who has to be transparent. It's us who has to be clear. When you realize the self as this, then there is nothing to worry. You're just reflecting the whole universe within yourself.
How to do that? How to open up, or how to do
Seeing the fullness of things around. When you see everything is full, how will you feel? Imagine, there is a place where
it? But
you...
that would make me more
No, you tell me. Like if
pissed
there are,
off, right? Because
if there is
this
one
is
chocolate-
more full, I am little. This again is more full, I am little.
No. I'm saying first, Isha says you have no difference between the things that have made you.
Yes.
And you see that as one.
Yeah, the
Ah,
bhutas.
so you are seeing that you are full.
Yes.
What is available is full.
Yes.
If I take anything from it, still for the others is going to remain full. Now,
That is also important.
yeah, 100 marks.
Yes. If
Is
I
it,
take.
if you have 50 students in your class, if you take 100, is it that the other 49 students will not get 100?
No,
They will get?
they will get.
Yes or no?
But because we have created this idea that there is someone who's first, there is someone who's
No,
second,
but
and everything.
that 100 marks, is it full for everybody?
Yes.
If somebody takes 100 out of it, what is going to remain?
100
for everybody.
Yes.
That means this existence is offering unlimited for everybody. Then don't sit and crib. Go and grab it. Take it. Do it. Don't sit and cry. Don't give reasons. Don't give excuses. It means that it's time to do and take action.
Can you give an actionable then step for us that
Yeah, like for example.
something like which helps us cultivate this whole idea, or
Yes, so don't
condition us?
see, when do we give up? When we think it's all over.
Yes.
But there is nothing getting over. Why will you give up?
Yeah.
When you don't give up, would you try again?
Yes.
When you try again and try again and try again and try again, will there be a day when you'll get what has to be got? Yes or no? Because you're not giving up.
Yes.
Because you're not giving up, you're not getting, you again try, you again try, you again try. You try till the time you don't get.
What do you mean by trying? Because one thing is that
Not
if
giving
the,
up.
If the fridge which is made to make ice and there is a heater which is made to make heat, Now, if he tries to make ice or something like that,
No, they are programmed to
they're
deliver
programmed,
that,
right? Like, and we are also programmed right now, and we want to change this. So we have to change things also, right? Try meaning keep on changing stuff.
No, now when I'm saying try means you have some thing that you want to do. Okay, and you realize it is a part of your doing and it is necessary for you to do. Why would you stop yourself with terms and conditions, then suddenly having preferences, like if it is this only, then I can do that. Like a child who is not doing well. You ask him why you're not doing well. He'll give you 10 reasons. I don't want to know the reasons. Get beyond these reasons. If you don't have space, find space. If you don't have time, find time. You go and do something so that you can get what is available. Right? You don't expect the tree to bend its branches and give you fruits. You'll have to climb the tree, right? So the ones who climb, everybody has the same opportunity. So in life, do not give reasons and excuses for not doing. Find the reasons and excuses for you to do it again. If you do not do it one time, do it the second time, the third time. Maybe the one relationship doesn't work. Does it mean the second is not going to work?
Nothing like that.
The second
First, I
doesn't
used to
work.
believe like that.
Second doesn't work.
No, then.
Because the two did not work.
But
does the
it
third
breaks you. It hurts you, man. Like
That's what, because you think it is all over. And I'm telling you, there is nothing to get over. It's so full. It's like you are a child, you like chocolate, and you go into a world where there is only chocolate. Will you still be looking out where to find a chocolate when everywhere
But this is also
chocolate?
distracting. Now I have a chocolate. Now more chocolate.
No, there is nothing. Only chocolate everywhere.
Then how will I have a relationship?
No, then there is nothing for you to search, right?
Yes.
You have everything.
Yes.
Will your search get over?
Yes.
Will your craving get over?
Yes.
Yeah. Then that's what Isha is saying. I am there in everything. Everything is full. There's nothing for you to worry. If somebody has gone, nobody has gone. If somebody has come, nobody has come. Everything is as it is. It is in fullness. And in this fullness, you are also a fullness. So there is nothing that you're losing and nothing that you're going to gain. You just do what is supposed to be. Don't sit and moan. Don't sit and cry. You understood? It's a very positive and very strong affirmative statement. And with this, if you live your life in fullness, I think there is no reason that even a day when you do not get a food to eat, you will not sit and cry.
No, we'll be unscathed.
Yeah, you see, that is how you should be. And so it is very, very important that you understand that this is telling you about fullness. The invocation was about fullness. So the whole sutra or the whole verses are only talking to you into fullness.
So, untouched by sin, he says, like these having no pure... What does this mean? Having no pure muscles, untouched by sin?
Yeah, so when it is saying pure, the electricity is pure. It's not telling that I am hot or I am cold. It's saying based on the conditions that I will travel to, I'll give the result. So if I travel through a crook, the crook is what is going to become me, right? If I'm going to travel through the good is what I'm going to become. I'm not going to differentiate. I'm pure. I'm not conditioned. You are conditioned. The conditions are conditioned, not me.
Yes.
I pervade everything.
Yes.
And if you submit yourself to me, means if you see me as that Isha, if you see that, then you will realize that you are also pure. Everything is just conditional. When you sinned because the condition sinned, not the Isha within you. You are pure, you are untainted, you are always going to be like that. Never going to be in that state. So you never feel yourself guilty for things. You don't feel yourself, sorrow for things that happen. Always remember there were conditions that made that happen.
But this is okay. This is fine for us to get out of grief or something. But somebody misuses this concept only. Conditions are like this. That is why I do this.
Conditions are like this. You don't do it. It's the conditions that do it, right? Conditions do it.
So murderer is okay?
No, it's not okay. But if you're the judge and you know that this person murdered and you know the conditions because of which he murdered was because he had to protect himself, would you still hang him?
Not hang him, but...
What will you do? He says that was the only option. He was about to kill me and for my protection I killed him.
I will not hang him.
Exactly. Now the other one said, no, I wanted something from him and I went to rob and I did not, and all the proofs are that he killed him to rob him. Will you hang him?
Yes.
Yes. So again, even that Isha, which is judging the other Ishas in action, it's only condition managing the other conditions, right? So in that, nobody is right or wrong in terms of Isha. But conditions are right and wrong. That is dharma.
That is what I was confused about.
No.
Because there has to.
The electricity
There
is
is no right and wrong.
no right and wrong.
But
Is
how
not
does
hot
this
and cold.
matter to know about the electricity then?
That is where you will see through things. You will see that there is a commonality between somebody who is today, being tortured by me. Okay, is me being tortured? It's you torturing yourself.
Incompassion
It's
will be
imagine
born.
you are a right-handed person, and your left hand doesn't work. Would you now only take care of your right hand and let go of your left hand?
Sometimes we do that because
Yeah,
it doesn't
so then,
work.
so in future, if the left hand doesn't work for you, only right hand works for you.
So I don't care about the left
Left
hand. I
hand.
only
So
use
then,
the right hand.
then your left-sided paralysis, you will walk with that. How will you
But
feel?
what can I do? It doesn't work only.
No, you will take care of it in the same way you take care of the right hand, right? Because it is your part.
But something which doesn't work, how do I take care of it?
You will work on it, right? Because it doesn't work, you will work on it. If you are limping on your left side, will you drag your left leg or no? Or you leave it, cut and throw it there?
Oh,
Or
you
you'll
mean
carry
that?
I mean, you'll still carry it along.
Because
So,
you
if
said it is not working.
It
then
is not working. So what?
But-
Will you drop it off?
No.
You'll
no,
carry it
no.
along.
I'll
no?
carry it along.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. When your left hand doesn't work,
But it would make sense to cut it off also, right?
will you do that?
But if it is completely useless,
So you'll cut up your whole left side. What are
no,
you
I
left
am
with?
asking, would
No,
it make
you'll be
more
a lame
sense?
person. You'll be say that he's gone lame. He cannot use his left hand, but you will still carry it along with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
So similarly, when you look at it, then the problems in your life, will you cut them off, or you'll carry them along to find a solution, to work on it, to do your exercises so that you become strong again, right or wrong? That's the ultimate aim for your body part. Then if it's for your body part, then that's something that is apart from you, but it's you. Would you not work for it? Would you not work for the society? Would you not have that compassion to help people? People doing wrong, would you not try to correct them? Would you not teach them what is right and what is wrong? How it is affecting them and not getting anything good for them? At the end, they are the one who are losing. So at the end, all this that you need to know is that oneness, that commonality. There's nothing to be greedy about. There's nothing to be envy about. Do not covet somebody else's wealth. Remember the first verse.
And it is all his.
Yeah, it is all. So it pervades through everything. So here it is telling you no greed, no envy. Okay? When there is no ignorance. And it's telling you that the ignorance is because we think that everything is separate. When in commonality, Isha is what pervades everything. One common thing. So do not worry. You understood? So that's the, again, practical aspect of it.
Yeah.
That at the end, there's no difference between somebody. I might act in a different way, but that's conditional. It's not personal. It's conditional. I might get angry. So somebody getting angry on you is because that's the conditional state of that. That person is not bad. You cannot claim every smoker is a bad person. Every alcoholic is a bad person. They are just conditioned. They are suffering in that condition. They don't realize it. You might be able to help them. Right? You might not dispose of them or despise them. You will actually try to understand them, help them in the every possible way you can.
Now, one thing you told me a long time ago, and you always share it. Also, don't take unnecessary responsibilities as well. What does that mean? One aspect is this, where you have these problems and things like that. But the other aspect where one is not cutting off, but sometimes you share that we have to cut off also. So
Yeah, so what you need and what you don't need, you should have the wisdom to choose, right? If you're going to cook a particular dish and the ingredients of the dish are 5, you don't bring 100 in your house. You just bring in the 5. So you need to know why you're doing what you're doing and what is needed for that. And so will you act. Like again, Krishna telling Arjuna, forget all the drama. Right now, at this moment, shoot. Simple work you have to do. Don't give me all the jazz. We can do that later on.
Yeah, we
In
have
war, there's no time,
we'll only not remain.
If you don't shoot, somebody's going to shoot us. Right? So
then we
better.
cannot do anything later on.
So we need to understand that at the end, when you need to act, you need to act.
Hmm.
When you need to think, you need to think.
Hmm.
When you don't need to do both, you don't need to do both. Right? During the practice of meditation.
Yeah. And it's important to all do all
Yes,
these
yes.
aspects. So we go ahead by also I would just we go with the verses, but Kevin, if possible for you, can you attach the wireless mics, because we have guests in the studio. If anybody has a question,
Yeah.
we can shift the camera to them if anybody is having any question. But meantime, we'll continue with the verse, and we are already around 12.
Yeah, so-
but we'll complete this verse.
Yeah, let's
and he
take
can
one more
adjust
verse,
the camera.
yeah.
If questions, we can take that also. So far-seeing, omniscient, transcendent, spell-sprung, self-sprung, duly allotted to the various. I'm doing the 8th one only.
8th one, huh?
8th one, because we did till untouched by sin.
Okay.
Or we do the 9th one and we call it off.
No, you can do the 9th one.
Okay. They who worship avidya alone fall into blind darkness, and they who worship vidya alone fall into even greater darkness.
Now that's very powerful.
Crazy
Can you
this
imagine?
is.
Yeah. Avidya is what?
Ignorance.
And what is vidya?
Knowledge.
Yeah. Good, you did not use the word wisdom.
Wisdom. I knew it. It was coming.
So, ignorance is I don't know. And vidya is
I know.
one who doesn't know. See, I don't know and I do something wrong. It's a mistake. Right? One who knows something wrong is a crime. You understand? So, would you hang somebody for a mistake?
No.
But would you punish somebody for a crime?
Yes.
Yes. So here it is saying, they who worship avidya alone fall into blind darkness. Right? And they who worship vidya alone fall into even great darkness. Means one is a mistake, the other is a crime. And when people understand that sometimes ignorance can be innocence, and innocence can be ignorance, but sometimes knowledge, and when somebody does something wrong with that knowledge, it's definitely cunning, it's crookedness, it's something that is not right, and hence it is criminal. Okay, so many a time when you will realize people, you will see many of the mistakes people do
Is
here because of ignorance. And Buddha says that most of the people suffer
because of ignorance.
because of avidya.
Yeah.
But people who cause others people suffering because they know, and they use that knowledge for causing other ignorant people to suffer, that is a greater sin. It will put them into greater darkness. And that's what we need to understand, that just because we know, we should not use that knowing to torture the ignorant ones, the innocent ones.
In the Gita
Today,
says this. Do not, because others don't know, you don't go and tell them they don't know or anything. That's very wrong.
So, when you see people around, you will see most of them are
not knowing,
ignorant. In avidya. Because you know, you should take care of the ones who don't know. And when you'll do that, why you should do that? Because avidya and vidya, both are perverted by what? Isha. Okay, but somebody who thinks they are going to be separate, okay, and something that they have achieved is very different. Okay, when the 100-watt bulb is going to despise the 5-watt bulb, my goodness, the 100-watt bulb will definitely fuse one day. Okay,
why so?
Because the pervading thing, the basic thing, it will go when there will be a fluctuation in the electricity. Which one will go first? The 100 one or the 5-watt bulb?
The first one.
Which one? The highest one, right? That will just go. So when Isha moves, and
but why? Both are going beyond their capabilities, right?
No, it's about, you tell me, there is a small rock and there's a big rock.
Yeah.
Okay, when the conditions are there to fall, which one will have more potential, more gravity to be pulled? The big one. So the one who will go with the one who knew it and is still doing it, is a greater sinner.
Yeah.
So even Christ says, that you are the sinners who know, not the one who are ignorant, not the one who are buying those doves, not the one who are buying the you teachers who claim to know everything.
But don't even go inside the
Exactly.
gate, and you stop outside and don't even let others enter.
Exactly.
Exactly. Foolish.
Those will go into greater darkness. They will go, and when they use the word greater darkness, means the doors to hell.
Hell.
So the others will fall,
Uh-huh.
but the others will be pulled, and hell pulls you.
My
Okay,
goodness.
The others might
You
you
will fall
might
into
fall.
the different realms,
Yeah.
but you are to directly getting sucked.
Definitely. So you should understand that at this point, vidya and avidya. So sometimes when you know, then you have greater responsibility. So when now you know the Upanishads say that everything is one. And now after walking out from this door, you torture somebody.
Gone.
Then you have done the greatest
sin.
You are being welcomed. You're being prepared to
Not welcome, already there. I'm
so
just
you're booking.
putting.
Seat is booked in your. We call it one kadai,
Kadai.
not seat. There is boiling oil in which you will be now asked to rest in peace. So
So
it's
with
like
every
that.
sin, I should see my photo with a garland, but a garland of skulls.
So do not despise.
Do not.
It means do not differentiate. Do not bring
Yeah.
belittle people because they are ignorant. They are making mistakes. Your job is to train them, teach them, guide them, help them. Do not despise them. And that's what is love, isn't
But
it?
with knowledge, initially it becomes very difficult not to go in that contradiction. Now then you feel like you got my point initially, very initially, and now also. Today to why I will be very differently. But you feel like, right, why are they doing this? You're not despising, but still questioning. And you share again, but still the same again. You share again, still the same. I also do this. So many things I learn, but I still do the same thing.
Because we are conditioned. Right?
Yeah.
We are conditioned. The only thing you can help them is changing their conditions. Maybe their conditions change, they will change. Okay, so our job is to help create good conditions around people so that they start transforming for the good. I think
for
that's,
us also.
So I think today we finished how many verses? 4.
We did 7, 8 and 9. 3.
Okay, 3.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll
Yeah,
do it
no
because
problem.
the deeper we go, the better it is for us.
And the deeper we go, the faster we need to come out to take some breath.
So
But
I think
beautiful,
we keep,
right?
it's beautiful. Yeah, definitely. And
So maybe you can summarize this up for us.
so again, to summarize, it's very simple. That do not forget the first verse, which says that Isha lords over everything. It flows about everything. It is everything. Depending on conditions, things manifest. Hence, conditions matter. You have been given that so-called self-responsibility to create conditions for the current manifestation that you have, to change that manifestation to a better version of
the
yourself.
bhutas are there.
Because if you want to change the world to good, you are the most important ingredient of that goodness. And since you become good, okay, then the world will become. Don't try to go and change the world. First, it begins with you. And when you will start, then everything will follow you. Because you are a part of the interdependent change of origination and you matter. And I think when we realize it, we take our responsibilities very seriously. As a son, we become the most responsible son. As a husband, we become the most caring husband. As a father, we become the most responsible father. As a citizen of a country, we become the most responsible citizen. We take everything as a responsibility and we do it to the fullest of our ability, and we know that there is so much to be taken there that I will never ever sit down and cry that I have to give up as if there is nothing left. I know there is so much. It's like I've never seen birds fighting for space in the air. They fly openly. It's humans that build roads and they create jams, right? So we have to understand this fullness around is there for us to fly. And if you see that, you'll never go into any kind of envy, jealousy, hatred, greed, because there is so much for everyone. And hence, if somebody is taking something from some place, you go and take it from some other place, because at the end, there is not one place in a river where you can get water.
Yes.
It's on each side of the bank, on each part of the river, you can take water. And when you look at life, every phase of your life, there is just an opportunity to take the best out of that life. So live in moments, Do your duty, be responsible, and stop worrying and cribbing, and stop giving excuses. Do not blame anybody. Just do your duty. Keep smiling. That's it.
Okay. We end on that note. But before ending the session as well, if anybody having any question here in the studio,
I don't think so.
I
You have?
did have one question.
you have the mic.
Yes, I not okay. Yeah. So I did have this question when you were talking about if there is someone who doesn't know, and because they're ignorant, and there is someone who knows, and there is avidya and vidya. Can something be done, or in a way helped for someone to go from avidya towards vidya?
Yeah. That's where a teacher comes in. That's where a guide comes in. That's where an instruction comes in. That's why books are written. That's why all the teachings are there. That's what is called dharma also. Means somebody has to guide, right? Otherwise, how will they go? Even the sheep need a shepherd. Otherwise, they cannot go back home, right? So it's like that. So they say the world is lauded by Isha, who is the ultimate guide, Like when the birds fly back to their nest, how do they know? It's guided by Isha itself. We have this inner thing that connects us. We know what we have to do. We have that whisper that we need to listen to it. And if you can listen to it, we'll always be guided. So ignorance and knowledge.
How can we cultivate it better that,
By doing. Because
By doing,
if you have a key set with 100 keys and you have one lock, which knowledge will tell you that this key will open this lock? You'll try.
yeah.
One will open, maybe the 25th, maybe the 56th, maybe the 99th. When it opens, now will you mark that key or you'll keep it again in the bunch and try it out
We
again
mark
next time? Huh?
We mark it.
You'll mark it.
Otherwise, there's this trick, like when it comes to keys I use, there's always a serial number written on
No,
the...
this key
Okay.
has no
Yeah.
serial. So what will you do? Will you mark it?
We
or?
mark it, yeah.
So you mark it. Why do you mark it? For yourself, so that next time you don't have to go through the 99
99.
attempts again, and also to help the other one that he
No.
doesn't have to go through the 99 again, right?
Yes.
So this is what you have to do. Because the 99 keys are meant for some other 99 locks. Right? Because if there is a key, there is a lock. Okay?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have a question, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I can ask properly. So if there is someone who does not know, they are doing wrong and they keep doing it, it's something else, right? It's different. But someone who knows they are doing wrong, but they still keep doing it and still have that victim mentality. So what do we do with these people?
You don't do anything, right?
But they keep coming in your way.
What does a shepherd do with a sheep that is always going to the right hand side? It just tucks it and brings it back into the right track. So most of the time we just remind them that don't leave the flock, right? Even then, if, as Jesus says, if one of the sheep does go away, how will the shepherd, go get back the sheep? He will go back searching for the sheep and get it back. So he doesn't let even one sheep from his flock go astray. So are the people in your life. If there are people that matter to you and you are a dependent part of their being, because you're in a relationship. So even if they are wrong and they keep on doing wrong because they have that ignorant mentality, they are in avidya and they are not the ones who are crooks, because if they know and they do it, that's different. They do it because they don't want to know and they don't know. They choose not to know because that's what is bliss for them. They don't remain like that. You see, every smoker, the wife keeps on telling the husband, do not smoke. He knows everything that he's going to call, but he doesn't want to accept. He likes that ignorance because that ignorance is bliss. So he keeps on doing. Does the wife have to leave the husband and go away? No. Unfortunately, you have a husband who's keeping you on smoking, who's keeping on doing this. The only thing she can do is every day keep on reminding him, no. One day he will cough, again she will remind. One day there will be a scan, there is a mass seen in the lungs, again remind him. She will not leave him because she is his wife and he is the husband. The relationship doesn't die because of conditions. It actually becomes stronger because of conditions. And that thing of being together is more important. So it is about that oneness. And I think that oneness, when somebody realizes it, and pain, suffering, joy, happiness, all together make love. And that's what love is, So that's a relationship. So a parent-child love relationship, a husband-wife love relationship, a friend-friend love relationship, a teacher-student love relationship is because they are ready to accept both the joy and the suffering. And they don't see that as separate. They see it just conditional. Hope I have answered your question. Or not yet. You have something to ask?
No, but like the ones who just don't want to accept. Yeah,
That's
उनको
their choice,
चाहिए
ना?
ही कि
You
नहीं, मैं
look.
मानूं ही नहीं.
No, then it's their choice. If
So
they
do
don't
we
know-
like leave them, or what do we
So
do?
what
with
do you
them?
do with a container that wants to remain upside down and you are trying to fill it? Who is the one who is the fool? Is the container foolish or the one who is trying to fill it? Exactly.
Yeah, but then they keep coming your way. Like they just try to maybe sometimes poke you or something. Then what do you do at that
But
time?
you know the container is upside down. You will not pour in it. You will not spend your time in it. You will
But
just...
ऐसा नहीं होता कि now बस हो गया यार, this is the limit. So
Yeah,
you
you
might
just-
feel like answering back. So
What will you do with somebody who doesn't want to? What will you do? You cannot do anything, right? It's like that. Your ATM card and the ATM machine, they don't match. Will you still keep on putting your password in it?
No. But then the ATM machine is coming your way. What do you do? कि
So
नहीं
what?
मुझे use
So
कर.
then I'm asking you one thing. If there is a seller who is selling a product that you don't want to buy, what do you do?
We don't take it.
Will you buy?
No.
What will you do?
I'll move.
He comes still selling to you. Like your phone.
But then at
Pops
एक
up-
point के बाद you will lose your calm. No, कि बस हो गया.
Then you have lost it, not that person. Na? You have lost it.
But won't it be irritating after a point?
So who is getting irritated? You are getting irritated,
But I
not
will,
him.
right?
That's your weakness, na?
But then how do I come over it?
Become stronger. Don't get irritated. Remain calm. Don't learn
But
the
if
art of
there
ignoring.
is 24, I mean not 24/7, but there is constant triggers, then
So
at
a
some
person,
point you will, right?
person living next to a railway station has a house, and when the train passes for the first time, he gets irritated. He cannot sleep. The second time the train passes, he cannot sleep.
I got it. He'll move his house.
What happens?
He'll move his house.
No.
Then
If he has no choice, then what will he do? What have you seen people living near the railway station?
yeah, get used
How
to it.
get
Used to it.
what happens? When the train passes next time, does he wake up?
No.
He sleeps.
Okay. So
Peacefully.
basically, you also ignored the ignorant.
Exactly.
Okay.
Understood?
Yeah.
I have one question.
Yeah.
We have all the differences and goals, and life also happens for each and every one of us. And in that situation, when we are doing and striving and coming together, working on one mission, but to forget the differences and work towards one common goal. How can we reduce that time period so that, because this is all talking about oneness of the things, and ultimate reality is we are made up of Panch Mahabhuta, but due to differences of opinions, due to different goals, due to different expertise, we tend to focus on one thing. But when together we are striving for one thing, one common goal, then how can we reduce that time period so that we strive on one common goal?
By vidya, by knowing that there is one common goal, sitting, guiding them to make them realize that we are all heading back home to the same direction. Let us stay together. That's what if everybody realizes. But others says, no, but I don't live here. I live on the right hand side. Then let him go there. Because the ones who have to go to get to a common goal, they will all come with you together. No wonder. And what do you see as different is where if they also see that different, then we have a problem. But if you all see all the differences as one common thing, so all different skill set, but one common aim, then I think you all will be heading home faster than ever before. So it's about getting in sync, because things in sync move fast. Yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, one question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just have a simple question. How can we apply these teachings in our daily yoga practices?
Yeah, in yoga, when you look at these things, the oneness, when you do an asana, you should realize this asana is no separate asana from what I'm going to do the whole day. I'm going to carry this stillness of that asana in everything that I do. when I'm going to eat, I'm going to walk, I'm going to talk, I know that that thing which is helping me hold this asana is no separate from what is that same thing that is going to help me eat, help me walk, help me sleep, help me talk. And I realize that that common element, Isha, that helped me to remain still there, is the reason that I move, is the reason that I can be still, is the reason that I can do things, and hence I will be pervading into that oneness that is lying within me. In all the different movements, in all the different asanas, there is one common element, that is stillness, right? And as a yoga teacher, you know that ultimately you tell them to remain still in the most difficult asanas, right? To watch the breath in the most difficult asanas, to remain that stretched in that difficult asanas. Don't overstretch, don't be too casual also. Okay, come to the point where you are at the brink of just stretching enough that you can feel that stretch. But do not wobble, do not shake, bring that stillness,
We
right?
can relate this with yoga's chitta vritti.
Yes. So when the distracting mind is still, that stillness of the asanas is carried into the stillness of life also.
Okay.
So when the life distracts you, disturbs you, your mind wanders, you will go back to that stillness that you experienced during your yoga practice.
Practices.
Yeah?
Got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it.
Yeah, so that was it for the question and answer round here, and that was nice. Only coffee for me, but
Okay.
Abdullah, we have bring coffee for you. So
Yeah.
that was his living the Upanishads, and now we are also able to see that people have these common questions which they want to live by. And thank you for guiding us, because we need a teacher for this to study this. Otherwise,
Absolutely.
it's
Otherwise,
like
it is
impossible.
We think it is nothing to do with us.
Yes. Yes.
Upanishads were left by our great masters for us. We inherit it. It's our property. And we should live happily and enjoy this knowledge that has been left for us. And that can be enjoyed only when we act upon it.
Yes.
Right? So I think if you can take the ownership of this, what belongs to you, you will actually enjoy what is there for you.
Wow. I mean, now I will take fully, because otherwise it would be something not mine. Then it is difficult. And because Panchashila was a why lemat, so there is that fear. But this is ours. This is
Yes.
not even a forget mine.
Yeah.
I am the inheritor of
Yes,
this.
yes.
That self needs to be there, and then I will go full on with it.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
Thank
giving
you.
that. Okay,
Namaste.
guys, bye bye. Now we end this session.
Yeah,
Bye.
we enjoy. Bye-bye.